Hey, Nate. What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? This isn't a bit. I just genuinely want to know, because I feel like we could set the world on fire and really start a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the writer-actor strike?
I think it's good, and I wish they would just get what they want so that we can get things.
What we want? To get what we want?
Get what we want. Give them what they want so that we can get what we want. But also, stop being greedy. Rich people. I don't know. I don't know any more than about it than the basic stuff.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Let's start the show.
Okay, great.
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another exciting new comic book day video for you.
Hey!
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another new comic book day video for you for the week of July 19th. That's right. And man, this is kind of a weird week because, like, when we were setting it up, I wasn't like, I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. And then as we started slotting books into the week, I was like, oh, there's some fun books here. So let's just do it. Let's cut the tension. Start the show, eh?
Do it.
All right, first up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 4. This is one that I'm not too excited about. There's definitely some mystery, obviously. It looks like, Rocket might be making an appearance finally. Do we get a little bit more answers to what the hell's going on with Groot? Only time will tell, but this book is definitely, for me, has been just kind of a meh. And I think that's because there was a lot of expectation for the book, and it doesn't feel like it's being met currently.
I think that there's a lot of frustration with the success of the previous run, and then the complete lack of acknowledgement too of it. And so what we've done here hasn't been enough without it.
Okay.
I am glad to see Rocket back, though. I don't know. We'll see. I saw some talk on Twitter that this already has a designed and set end date, which is around 13 issues. So I'm
kind of meh. That's how I feel too. All right, after that, we have Moon Knight, City of the Dead, issue number 1 from Papos.
David Papos.
So issue 25 of Moon Knight was technically the first appearance of the Scarlet Scarab in her non-superhero form. But this non-Scarab form. This looks like this will be the first appearance of that character in her Scarab form. So if you're looking for a key issue, first appearance of so-and-so in such costume, this would probably be it. I'm genuinely excited for it. I think the current Moon Knight run is super fun, and if we can keep the same tone with Propose that book is doing, then I am 100% on board. I am on pretty much anything Moon Knight. When the Dark What If Moon Knight book comes out, I'm jumping on that too. I don't know. Moon Knight to me is incredibly underrated, and that's not because people aren't picking up the run. I just think the character just isn't getting as much attention as it deserves, even though the character's already had its own television show. And I want a season 2, god damn it. And Bob Iger's over here sitting on his chair going like, the writers and actors are selfish, and Marvel made too much stuff. Shut the fuck up and make a season 2 of Moon Knight, please. Like, just, I'm sorry. I got really heated there, but it's because I really like Moon Knight. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this wasn't even on my radar at all until you pointed it out. And now with realizing that it's still a current continuity thing with some really badass Rod Rice covers, I will pick it up. I'm on board.
There it is. We got it. Home run. Booyah. Let's do it. All right, our last Marvel book for the night and for the evening, or whatever you want to call it, is X-Men Red, issue number 13 from Al Ewing. Genesis is on the move. She is going to attack Arakko because it seems like she's being misled, but also she's just a badass. And if you're weak, you're done. And so that's kind of the vibe we're getting with Genesis right now. This is one of the X books that seems to be doing okay and seems to be doing things correctly. So am I excited for it? Yes. Am I cautious about how we got to this point with Genesis and with Apocalypse doing his own little end game thing? Yes. But overall, I'm still digging the hell out of this book. I really love that it's centric and focused around Storm and the Brotherhood. That really does it for me. If there was one thing that I would love to see is Magneto back, but in the right way and not in a Resurrection Protocol way. Am I going to get that? Probably not. But I am intrigued and I am eager to find out answers as to why Genesis is so motivated to fuck shit up on Mars.
Yeah, I will have to say that my enthusiasm for any X-Men comic is faltered, even ones with Storm and Al Ewing.
Wow.
I'll still be reading this issue, but
No, I get
consider
it.
the future of mutants in my life to be precarious at best.
Yeah, that's wordy and I love it. Yo, I'm interrupting the video. I gotta talk about our 950 subscriber goal giveaway. We are so close to hitting 950 subscribers, and when we do, we're giving away something really kick-ass. When we hit 950 subscribers, we're giving away this CBCS graded 9.8 King in Black number 5 Ryan's segment spoiler variant. So when we hit 950 subscribers, we're giving this bad boy away. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's jump over to DC with Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue 17. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This is a potential pick of the week. Mark Waid and Dan Mora have been killing it. And this whole, this cover alone has me intrigued. Really cool. Yeah. There's some really cool shit going on this cover. I mean, I like how it says melee and then it's got their health bar. Like, this just does it for me. And this whole current arc, even though I don't quite understand it, I've still been incredibly involved and intrigued with these androids and the guy that's made of different materials, and we got the Metal Men and Cyborg Superman and Red Tornado and Robot Man, and like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yep. This book's always been good, and plus Batman in his blue and yellow suit's always good.
Oh, so good. So good. So good. All right, we got a new number 1 in Little Mini Hawkgirl issue number 1 from DC, The Dawn of DC. One of the books that I guess isn't really affected by night terrors, but it's only a mini, so why would it be? I'm trying to grasp at anything DC right now that's not dark or night terrors related. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. We'll see.
Yeah, I know nothing about Hawkgirl at all. Like, literally, I know. If you watched our live previously, I just talked about this little book that my daughter has that has female heroes in it, and the line for Hawkgirl is she can heal her friends. And I didn't know that. That sounds interesting. So hopefully I learned more than that from this book.
She also has a badass mace, though. Like, she's got.
She does. I wonder if she hits people with it. It's apparently made of metal with a weird name. So
yeah.
There we go.
We'll see. All right, our other DC book is Dawn of DC's Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow, issue number 4. Looks like a big betrayal is on the way with what happened in issue 3. So interested and intrigued to see what happens here in issue 4. I know that issue 3 for you was a big bounce back from issue 2, which is super cool. So hopefully that will continue. That momentum will continue. But I've been having a lot of fun with majority of the Super family, and Superboy, Man of Tomorrow, has been no exception. Like, it has been really good. It's been super fun, and it's got me pumped for the Super family.
One of the things that I've missed since Kal-El got back from Warworld is some sort of sci-fi in-space adventure, and this has totally scratched that itch. So I hope it continues to do that. As long as we see more of this Confederation of Worlds and
Mhm.
Cosmeteers and all that, I'm on board.
I also like that Connor is just kind of getting his own attention. I like that John's got his own book. I like that Connor has his own book. I really dig that. I think that's super fun. All right, let's jump over to Independence. We're going to kick it off with Boom's A Vicious Circle, book number 2. Now, it's been about 7 months since the first issue dropped in book 1, and I was all aboard on Vicious Circle book 1. I had nothing. I didn't know anything about it. All I know is when I walked in the shop, I think Ron and Mike were like, "You gonna pick up Vicious Circle?" And I was like, "Oh, what it's about?" She's like, "It's a boom number 1." I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna pick it up. It's a boom number 1." But it was super fun. It's time travel. It's sci-fi. It's about these two dudes that are constantly killing each other, essentially, and traveling through time doing so. I remember the first part of the first book was our character having a family and then them being completely murdered. And then you were just like, what? And then we started jumping through time. I mean, if you look at this cover, we've got dinosaurs, we've got knights. It looks like we have Nazis. That just sounds like a silly goose time. That's a lot. I was really intrigued with book 1. I'm super stoked for book 2. It was even prefaced when book 1 came out that like you ain't getting book 2 for a minute. And I think it's very evident because the artwork in it is absolutely stunning. Stunning. It is. There is no lack of detail in this book. So the only concern I have is, do I remember what happened in the last book? I think I do. I think I did a pretty good job of telling you what happened in the last book. So hopefully this vicious circle continues. Is that what I did there?
Yeah.
You're not picking this up, right? No. What?
No,
Sham.
maybe if they have a copy of issue 1 and it just really, I don't know, catches me in a good mood, but
When are you ever in a good mood? Let's talk about Something's Killing the Children, issue 31.
Yeah, so talk about the best book in comics right now. We're finally back after a 4-month hiatus.
Sure. I'm not reading it.
Yeah, March. Yeah, I know. It seems weird to call yourself a comic book reviewer, critic, person that covers it. You're literally not covering the best comic that is
Hey, man.
currently being
Hey,
produced. It
man.
makes
Hey, man.
literally no sense.
Hey, man. Peace and love.
Not when it comes to you not picking up this book. It's all hate. But as far as this book is concerned, it's also all hate because we've got a duplicitite that is currently looking exactly like Erica and going around killing people. So
Ruh-roh.
it seems like Erica is the one killing people. So not only does she have to face off against people trying to come after her, she also has to face off against a monster that looks like her, and she's also got to face off against the murderous assassin sent by the Order of St. George. So her hands are kind of full.
Wow.
This book kind of hit full throttle and then stopped, so I expect it to pick up with like a 60 miles per hour. We're going boom, no waiting around.
Hell yeah, nice. All right, let's jump over to Image with Noctera Nemesis Special from Scott Snyder. Thank you for that. I don't know. I mean, I the only one shot. Hold on, the only one shot from Noctera that I genuinely liked was the Blacktop Bill one.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the other ones were kind of.
There's no other, all the other ones. There's only 2. So you liked one and didn't like one.
I didn't like the other one, so I know it's a 50-50 shot, but I just game time decision, y'all. Game time decision.
Yeah, for anyone that's reading this book, this is a no-brainer pickup. It shouldn't even be a hesitation. The solicitation sounds really awesome. Basically, we're getting a sideways story. This is why it's not part of their current like run. It literally, yeah, it sits next to and helps build. This is basically a world building issue, which I love when books do this.
Sorry.
And we've asked for that type of issue a lot in like books like Wind.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love that we're getting it here. But
But why not
this
Wind?
you should ask James Tiny and report that. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. All right. I'll let him know.
Call him up on his cell phone. I know you got his number, but
All right. Bro.
anyway, if you're reading Noctera, it doesn't seem like there would be a reason to do this one, in my opinion. We're going to see uh not only the terrifying origin of the light and darkness across space and time, but it's also going to directly lead into the conclusion of this first large arc called No Breaks. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The only thing
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to is we don't have our normal artist on, but that makes sense since that has been the thing that we follow.
Just a little mini rant. I really don't like it when Scott Snyder does the Spawn thing, does the McFarlane thing, where he describes what's going on in the page with like multiple paragraphs when you just dialogue.
It's really convenient that you don't like that because he doesn't do that in this book.
He did. Yes, he did. He did it in one of the issues.
He did it in one issue. Okay.
And it was incredibly frustrating and it lost all my trust.
Let's move on.
Okay. Our last book for the night from Skybound, we have Void Rivals, issue number 2, the groundbreaking comic where G.I. Joes, Transformers, and new characters come together in one comic book. And issue 1 was our pick of the week, and I think it was fun. That's why it was the pick of the week. And it was also just so awesome of an announcement that we had to make it our pick of the week. Will issue 2 live up to the hype, or will it have an issue 2 slump? It will remain to be seen, but I have high hopes for it. And I hope that there are more announcements to more Daniel Warren Johnson Transformer books at the end of the book as well. But overall, if you're not reading Void Rivals, or you're not able to get Void Rivals because your comic shop was not intrigued enough to actually pick it up, bang on the counter, let them know, what the heck, pick up Void Rivals, let me get this book. And if you still can't get a hold of it, hit us up in the comments, let us know, and we'll talk to our boy Ron over at Collected. He'll hook you up, man. He'll send you some. I mean, obviously you'll buy it, but he'll send you a Void Rivals. He has no problem doing that. But anyway, I'm super intrigued with this, and I'll go ahead and say potential pick of the week as well. I'll throw 2 out there. Kirkman, I love Kirkman's shit. I have never read Walking Dead, but I've read Invincible. That shit's amazing. I'm super stoked for this book.
Yeah, I actually think too a lot of people are getting hung up on the little bit of the gimmick that was the first issue of announcing this larger universe. But as someone who couldn't give 2 shits about Transformers and G.I. Joe, I found the actual story that's being told in issue 1 very compelling. Yeah. So if you're kind of getting hung up or you're like, I don't really care about G.I. Joe or Transformers, don't worry. You should still pick this book up. It's still worth it.
For sure. Like, I think we'll get probably little teasers and like appearances from Transformers or G.I. Joes in the book, but overall the overarching story is very intriguing with these 2 alien races that look the same, but they didn't know.
They didn't know.
Now they know because they took their helmets off. That's pretty cool. So super stoked. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's New Comic Book Day video for the week of July 19th. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you going to read first? And what's your potential pick of the week? We'd love to know down in the comments. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It'd be much appreciated. We are on the road to, as you saw previously, 950 subscribers, but we can't do it without your support. So please hit that subscribe button and watch this video, share this video, help us spread the good word of Two Fat Guys Pull Us and why it is one of the best, if not the best, comic book show on the tubes. We will catch you guys live this Sunday, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll talk about all these books and more, have some halftime questions, silly goose time, laugh, love, hate, cry. It'll be great. Not hate. Why would I say hate? No hate.
I'll get the second half of that.
All love. Second half? What do you mean?
The hate and crying.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I didn't get it. But anyway, we'll get you guys over here on YouTube Live this Sunday. As always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.